Okay, we are going to show you how to wrap a general pack with the contents of a towel and a gown. The towel here, you're going to lay it down flat. The seams and the hem here, that's going to face down so that if we were to use it, it's not going to wick up any blood or anything like that. First step is you're going to take it and fold it in half, smoothing it out as you go. Fold it back, and you're going to pinch it and flip it so that that folds back as well. You're going to fold in half again, smoothing with every fold. Fold back, and then this fold is going to get flipped the other way. And then we are going to ear it like such, so that if we are going to use it for a hand towel, we can just grab it and pull it and use it as we need. Next, Penny here's going to grab the gown.
You take the gown and you kind of set it with your table so that it's part of the table. Kind of hook it on like so that everything is flat. And you can work with it. Alright, take the sleeves and you kind of fold them over the back here. You don't want to crisscross them or anything. You want everything laying fairly flat. Then you take it from the side and you fold towards the middle, like so. And straighten that out, make sure everything's laying flat.
At this point with this fold, you can straighten out the armholes so that those are easily accessible when you're putting it on.
Then you fold it in half again. Make sure your strings are out.
You're going to pinch in the middle and fold it on itself like such. Then you are going to accordion it. So. Now as we put it in our wrap here, we're going to put an indicator strip for the sterilizing process. This will change color as long as the steam has penetrated everything. So we can stick that right in the middle of our pack. Then we have our drapes here. You're going to want to make sure that the quality of them is good. This one here is just for demonstration purposes. We would not want one that has holes or anything like that in it. There's two sides, a light blue and a dark blue. The dark blue is going to go towards the outside as it has waterproof type characteristics so that nothing gets wicked up into it. You're going to place your gown and your towel into the center, into like the diamond shape. Your second indicator strip is going to go on top. That way, when we open the pack, we can immediately see that indicator strip, making sure that that has changed so that it's been sterilized. And then as we open the contents, we can again see that everything has been sterilized properly. Start by folding. Everything gets folded back in like an accordion style.
And leave a tab so that each layer that you do, you'll be able to pull out in a way so to keep everything sterile as you're opening.
Going to the side next, keeping everything tight. And then this final tab, you can see a pocket has been made with all of our folds. So this final one is going to get pulled up, over, and tucked in. Try to make sure that this is tucked nicely, as flat as you can. If it gets too big, it won't fit in the autoclave. So then we'll grab our second drape.
And again, duck glue side down.
Now the tab is going to go towards you. That way, as you open it, everything's going to be on the same side. So, same process. Over. Grab the tape that we need. Now you would use indicator changing tape that will again show that this has been properly sterilized. For this purpose, we're just using regular masking tape just for expense purposes and demonstration.
And when you use tape, you want to make it so that it covers the top to the middle of the pack. You don't want it to go underneath, because if you have to reach underneath, you have the chance of contaminating your pack that way. So, right.
We're going to put the tab up here on the top so that when we open it this way. If we would open it this way, the tape could potentially grab this and open up the pack, and then we're going to risk contaminating the entire thing.
And then you have to start all over.
And then on this label, we are going to put the contents of it. Now, before we wrap this, I did check that the gown was a medium, so you're going to want to include the size. So we'll write it was a medium gown and a handful. The date, 10/25/16. And the name of who packed it. And then we will take this over to the autoclave. Okay, now we are going to show you the second part of wrapping a pack, which involves putting it in the autoclave. One of the things you're going to do is you're going to obviously open up your door. This was just ran, so it's very, very hot. That's one thing you want to keep in mind. We have placed our pack inside. It fits on the tray. It's not near the walls or anything like that, so it won't cause any damage. There's a tool here which you cannot see because it's behind the door, but it is filled with water. You want to check your water level. If it is diminished or anything like that, you can add distilled water to it. The indicator strip here that is right on the machine will show you what low is versus what is okay.
Then, after the pack is in and you make sure everything is good, shut the door. And then there's 3 settings: unwrapped, which is 3 minutes at 270 degrees.
And that would be also known as flash, and that would be like as if we're in surgery and it's the very last, Halsted mosquito forceps, hemostatic forceps, and the doctor drops it, and we need to go in right now. So we can throw that in there for 3 minutes at 270, and we're good.
And then there's pouches, which is at 5 minutes at 270 degrees. or it would be.
This is an example of
Yeah.
a pouch. And this would be just for your, not doing a whole wrap, just maybe some individual type pieces that we might need for a specific procedure, or we just want to have a few singular tools prepared for us.
And then the very last one is packs, which is what we have in here. And that's 30 minutes at 250 degrees with 15 psi. And basically you just push a button, let it go, do its thing. When it's done, it beeps. And you open the door and take it out.
And then of course, common sense would say that there is a start and a stop button on here, so obviously you're going to push your button and then you're going to press start. So the door here is a fairly difficult. When you close, you have to lift up and push at the same time to get it to latch. And then there are these trays that can be set in there, which, like I said, you can't see behind the door, but our pack, our pack here
It's
sits
here.
in the tray nicely, and like I said, it's not touching anything. And again, like I said, you just have to be very careful because just from sitting in that tray, it's already warming up. So